Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixie Land. We are in Bible study. We are in the NIV, and we will be this whole year. And we will start doing comparison language soon between the Proverbs of the KJV and the Proverbs of the NIV, which are available on the Facebook page with this same name. So, in this chapter now, that we are in Genesis, chapter 6. Which is 1 through 22, and we're doing the whole chapter. This one's called The Flood. At the end of chapter 5, we were introduced to Noah and his sons. Chapter 6, verse 1. When men began to increase in number on the earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God. And there's a lot of people who want to say that's angels, and I'm not saying I disagree with them. But you can make your own interpretation there, because it's not my job to tell you. The sons of God saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they married them. They married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, "My spirit will not contend with," or F, "my spirit will not remain in man forever, for he is mortal." And then we got a G, which, we know we're mortal. The meaning of Hebrew for this word is uncertain. So we're not sure. He is mortal. His days will be 120 years. Okay? So that's like he's saying, I'm putting a cap. We're not having any immortal humans. That's what he said. The Nephilim were here on earth in those days. The Nephilim are the fallen angels that chose to have, Nephilim are fallen angels, children. The Nephilim were on earth in those days and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of men and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. So they're saying all the stories and legends that come from pre-flood about humans doing fantastical things is because they are descendants of the Nephilim that God put a lifespan on. So they couldn't inherit the fallen angels or the angels' ability to live forever. The Lord saw how great man's wickedness on earth had become, and that every inclination of their thought of his heart was only evil at the time. There was no good people on earth at the time, is what he's saying. The Lord was grieved that he had made man on earth, and his heart was filled with pain. He was sad because we were hurt. So the Lord said, "I will wipe mankind, whom I have created, from the face of the earth, men and animals and creatures that move along the ground, and the birds in the air, for I am grieved that I have made them." So he was so upset. He's ready to wipe out absolutely all of it. It's a failed experiment. It's not working. They don't know how to love. I say it like this for this reason. Because we're going to continue on the story. Obviously, we exist, so we know how this continues. I stopped like this for a reason. Because when we're looking at the world today and we're like, how did we get like this? Where we're so blah, 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 blah. What are you talking about? God was ready to flood the world in the beginning because he could find no humans with love in their heart. We are evolving to become like Christ. We weren't made like Christ to start with. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. This is the account of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time. He walked with God. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. They all go on to be different countries. Egypt comes from Ham. Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and it was full of violence. That's right. Violence is not condoned by God. Your aggression is misplaced and absolutely not acceptable. I say that even as much to myself as anyone else. I have a terrible temper, so I'm not making me above anybody. God saw how corrupt the earth had become, for all the people on earth had corrupted their ways. So God said to Noah, I'm going to put an end to all the people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I am surely going to destroy both them and the earth. So make yourself an ark of cypress wood. The meaning of for this in Hebrew is Lebanon is where the cypress woods were. Cypress wood. Make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out. That's how you make it waterproof. This is how you are to build it. The ark is to be 450 feet long, 75 foot wide, and 45 feet high. I gave it an extra thing. 45 foot high. There's an I. That's what threw me off. What's this footnote? Oh, they're giving it to us in cubits. 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. About 140 meters long, 23 meters wide, or 13.5 meters high. For those who need the translation. Make a roof for it and finish or make an opening for lights by finishing the ark to within 18 inches of the top, and then that's going to be or about a cubit or 0.5 meters. Put a door in the side of the ark and make it lower, middle, and upper deck. So 45 feet, so you could have 3 stories. Well, those stories are only going to be so high. Because design and construction for the last 25 years. I am going to bring flood waters on the earth to destroy all of life under the heavens. Every creature that has the breath of life in it. Everything on earth will perish, but I will establish my covenant with you. You will enter the ark, you and your sons and your wife, and your sons' wives with you. You are to bring into the ark 2 of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive with you. 2 of every kind of every animal, and from every kind of creature that moves along the ground will come to you and be kept alive, to be kept alive. You are to take every kind of food that is to be eaten and store it away for you and them. Noah did everything just as God commanded him. I'm not sure how they were planning on handling the meat eaters in that situation. In lots of modern movies, they have them fall asleep. But, maybe he just says he's feeding them some of the meat that they have already harvested for themselves, provided they ate meat. And that's just what he's sharing. I don't know. Until a few minutes from now, friends, in chapter 7.